Hello and welcome along and welcome back to the Valley of the Old Farm. It is the first day of summer and I'm just going to clear the chickens out to start off today. But we have a really nice, bright, sunny day available to us and we're going to take full advantage of it. Now, we have a few things that we've got to do. First up, I really want to get some hay made. We've got one or two areas that we can do, and I'll show you this. So we've got really 83 is our big area that we can do hay from today. That will keep us going for a while and keep us keep our cows and our sheep happy. Now the problem we've got is that while today is nice and sunny, we've got a whole load of rain on the way. So we need to get this cut and hopefully it's going to be dry enough today to get it rowed up and baled. If it isn't, we're in trouble. So let's jump into the Massey here. And I'm going to... yeah, we've not got the front on it. Now we're going to take this up to the shop. We're going to go and get ourselves a mower so that we can mow the field. And then while everything is drying, while it's drying down, hopefully we will be able to get some work done with the animals because they need feeding as well today. And yeah, busy day on the farm with lots and lots to do before this rain comes. Now my original plan here was going to be to get the fella equipment that recently got released on the mod hub. Looking under mowers, now that is this set here with a fairly nice big one here, 95 horsepower. We could easily do that, but this is 22,000. Admittedly, it's 22,000 for 3.6 meter, and yeah, the only thing that has is mounted lights. But I think instead I'm gonna go for this. It's only 2.5 meters, but it's only 8,000 as well. And keeping money down, keeping the cost down, that is a big thing for us. And we've not got a huge field at the moment. If we have a look, we've got the Pottage and Novacat as well. That is a 3 meter for 10,000. That is has only 0.3 of a meter larger for an extra. Yeah, for an extra 2,500. So I think we're just going to go with the small coon here. Seems to fit in with everything that we've got. And means we will have to borrow... well, we'll still have to borrow... No, we'll have to borrow less money to get that as well. So we're going to borrow another 10,000. We're then going to come here and go back in. And we're going to get this. I don't think there's anything else. The only other stuff is the Samaz for 14,000. Yeah, nothing else is as cheap as this. So we are going to go for this. Buy that. Yes. Okay. Right. So that gives us a mower to go and do our field with. We're able to do our field and mow with this. This has... how much horsepower does our tractor have? 105 horsepower on this. So this will run this little mower, and is quite good for that. And then once we've cut the grass, we can leave it to dry, and well, we'll see how well it cuts. And with any luck, we'll end up by the end of the day with a field that we can row up, and that we can, we'll connect that up, and that we can then mow as well. No, I want you up. Okay. So, raise. There we go. That's got it. Let's head back to the farm then, and we can get cutting our grass. And up ahead here is the field that we want to cut. So, field 83. So that's the entrance to field 60 there. 83 is this one here. How do we get into it? I think there's an entrance at the corner near 61. So we'll head round there. Quite a bumpy track that we have around here, so want to be careful. There we go, and the entrance is open. Bit of a wet patch going into it. Unfold our mower, and it's not a very wide mower, this one, as I was saying down at the shop. Turn it on, drop it down, and hopefully, now I'm looking at it, and that is still some fairly dark grass. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get this cut as quickly as we can and go and get a tedder, I think, in order to get this to dry today. It's a good drying day, but it is also a we've got to get 2 stages of drying done on this in order to get it into a position where we can bale it up later, which is annoying. I won't lie, I was hoping that it was going to be slightly drier ground than this, but then thinking back, the last couple of days on here, we've had some fairly wet weather. So, yeah, it's not great. Now, this field, this is a great example as well. This field is bigger than I realised. Yeah, that is a much bigger field than I thought it was. So that's good news. We're going to get plenty off here. We've just got to get it off here. And so, yeah, we're going to head around. We're going to go get this cut, and we'll see what the time is once we've got this all cut and done. Now, we're about halfway through the field, and the good news is the grass is drying out. So we have got an area of grass here that is now coming as dry grass rather than wet grass. That is exceptionally good news for us. That means that running a tedder over this should mean that by the end of the day we have a field of hay here that we can row up and bale, which is very good news. I'm very happy about. So it's then a case of us not only having that hay and getting it baled up, but getting it off the field as well. So it's going to be a lot of stuff to do later, along with the fact that we really need to spend some time with our animals. So, very as happy as I am about this, the amount of stuff we still have to do is quite a bit. It is only 10 in the morning now, so the time has moved on about an hour and a half, and at the rate this is drying, we are looking at having hay here by mid-afternoon with any luck, which is also good. So I am going to continue getting this cut. It's a very odd shaped field, and hopefully we'll have it all cut and done and dusted soon. But yeah, we need to get around the rest of this field. I think we should have this cut by maybe 11:30 on here. And if we can do that, we can get a tedder, we can go round here quickly. While this is drying, we can then get our animals sorted. This last little bit of the field always gets me a little bit dizzy, because you're forever going in a circle around like this, just trying to get the last little bit of grass cut. And we need to run around the edge of the field, just make sure that we are up to the fence as much as we can be. But this field is just about done, and it is pretty much spot on 11:30 as I do it. So yeah, there we go, 11:30 in game. Absolutely perfect. Makes me very pleased to have this field will be done before midday. Means that we are nicely on target to get everything done today. Gives all this field several hours of drying before we're going to try and row it and bale it. So let's get this up here. and just run around the headland quickly. Make sure that we have actually got as much grass off here as we can, because this will save us a whole load of money doing this and getting this done. We will save a whole crack of money, and if we are able to, early summer means that we might get a late summer cut on this. If we can get a late summer cut on this, we will then get a late autumn cut on this, and then that puts us back. Put that on the fence, and it's lifted it. Let's get that back. Yeah. Bit of weirdness. There we go. Yeah, we want to try and get a late summer cut and then a late autumn cut. See if we can get some more off this. I'm hoping that we're going to be able to get some silage done as well. We're not able to do it with our farm set up here. We may have to, I think we have to do a grass silage. So we're going to need to wrap bales later. Alternatively, I can just get a forage wagon, and we do forage, and we collect up loose stuff as well. Might be another good way to go, insofar as our stuff goes. So we shall see about that. For now, though, this field is done, and we can get our mower back to our farm. So let's bring that to there, turn it off, lift it up, fold it up, and get it back into our yard, and we can go and grab a tedder from the shop so that we can get this to continue drying. The mower has been put away, and we're back down at the shop. Time to get us an inexpensive tedder, and today that means that we're going to be going for 8,000. That coon is fairly cheap, but the cheapest we've got is this class tedder here. We've got rim colors we can change and design colors we can change. What to go? Okay. I think I'm going to go with that color setup. 2,700. Still don't have enough money to do that. So let's borrow another 5,000, taking us up to 420,000 on our loan. We still got plenty to buy, is the trouble. But yeah, we're going to go with this. I'm going to change the design color. I prefer it with the all green top. So let's buy that and get that back to our farm. We still have nothing to harvest our crops with, but this grass stuff is pretty much the last things we need. We still need a windrower, so we're going to have to get a single spin windrower, and we still need a baler, and I do have a baler in mind for this as well, which is good. But this little class tedder, I'm hoping that this is going to do the job and allow us to get that field done well quickly. I don't think, because it's not that wide, but it should at least let us get it tethered and hopefully dried today. Before we get to work tedding this field, I feel we should pull back into our farmyard here and just go and refill our tractor. We're looking very, very low on the fuel, and I've got a portable fuel tank here. Let's just refill off that. Costs us nothing. I was tempted to do it from the fuel station up the top, but it was it made more sense to do it once we got back here and off our tank that we'd actually already paid an absolute fortune for the fuel for. And with that done, we're not going to run out of any fuel when we go and do this. This is an incredibly bumpy road round to these fields. But I do like it. I do like that we have farm tracks. That we come back to our farm, and that to get to our fields, we go round to these farm tracks. It's the reason why I want to hire or get field 92. I think we might need to get a front mower when we do that. We may need to do upgrade to our mowers, unless we have longer to do it. I mean, longer to cut stuff, and a good long day to go at it, and we'll be fine. It is just that we're using smaller equipment at the moment because we have smaller fields to work. Right, let's start this up. Drop it down. And away we go. And you can see just the act of turning this grass is already drying it out further. The wet grass is right on the turn. So getting this round means we should get hay fairly quickly after this. It is 1:45. And I'm glad for the long summer days, but we need to take full advantage of our drying time when we can. So I am just going to go around the field, get all of this tedded up. I mean, I am going to ted the stuff that is drier already as well, and with any luck, this will then get it by the end of the day to dry. If we can get this done by maybe 3 in the afternoon in game, I think we're in with a good chance of having hay to row up and bale up by the end of this. When you've got no colour change, it gets really, really difficult to try and work out where you've been with the tedder. So I'm hopefully roughly doing where I'd expect to have done. I think we've got vast majority of the field done here, so I'm going to leave this at this point. It is 3:10 in the afternoon now, so that hopefully has got this field enough that when we get to towards the end of the day, we're going to be able to row it up and bale it. So still a lot of stuff to do on there, but we now need to turn our attention over to our animals. There's no water in them. There's no so yeah, our animals have no water, they have no food. We really, really need to at least get them the minimal amount in today in order to just keep them alive more than anything. And then we'll be able to turn our attention back to that field of hopefully hay at that point. So I'm going to put this in here, which is where we've been putting, which is where we put our mower earlier. So back that up and down. There we go. And detach the PTO, drop it off. And the first thing we're going to go and do is we are going to hook up our water trailer and get our animals sorted with that. Something like that. Yeah. There is so much to do today. So we'll top this up because our cows will take a big lot of it. Our sheep will take the rest. So let's refill it. And with that done, we'll close it up. And we'll go and give the cows some water first. Basically, I need to get some water into the cows, some water into the sheep, and then at least a bale of hay each. The sheep won't take a full bale of hay. The cows will take a bale and a bit, I think. And that will get them done. That will get them all done for the next few days. Cleanliness-wise, they can wait till the next game day for us to clean them out. So that is all fine. It is just that our animals will not survive if we don't give them this stuff today. Is that closed up? No, it's not closed up. There's our gate closed. So let's get this over to here. And try and get this dropped out. Yeah, the cows have next to no water. Look at that. So I'll back that up. I do like this universal tank. This is just the right size for the animals that we've got on the farm. Wow, the cows are taking the entire tank. Yeah. I'm intrigued to see how much how far they are off full, because that is surprising me a lot. Yeah, you can see the condition. That's just under the maximum amount they need. That is huge. So yeah, the cows are very thirsty. The animals in seasons do get thirstier in summer. You do have to give them more water. So I'm not that surprised that they took the entire tank. But we are going to have to go and refill it in order to give our sheep some water. So let's take this back over here and get this into the right place. We've got slurry in our lagoon, and I don't know whether it's slurry or it's manure I should be going for. I'm not going to sort the straw today. I think the cows do need some more straw, but I'm not going to try and sort that today. But let's get this opened. Oh, let's not run into our crop now that we've actually done that area. And let's refill this again. Oh, getting it in the right place. You have to get it beside it in order to refill off our tank here. Here we go. There we are. And that is refilled. So let's go and give some water to our sheep now as well, who are just as in dire need of it as the cows were. It's a... Whoa! So used to being able to drive all over that wasteland area. Keep forgetting we now have a field there with the soybeans in. That's going to cause us issues later if we keep forgetting that. Let's open that. Reverse this up. Always have to reverse this into here. So much easier to do this than it is to come in and turn around. I'm actually quite pleased I didn't put the animal pen extension mod in here. Much happier doing it this way. And our sheep don't take that much. Yeah, that's why we had a tank of 85% sitting there. Because yeah, we completely emptied on the cows again, with the cows again, and now we've emptied the rest with the sheep. Let's get that closed. There we go. Right, put this back, and we'll go and get a bale spike so that we can get this, get the cows and the sheep fed as well. So drop the tank off here again. This is actually really cramped, the space that we have to do stuff. If I was a bit more careful, then we'd be fine. I just need to realign myself to remember that we need to be a little bit more careful. There we go, that's off. And the only bale spike we have on the farm, of course, is on our bale shredder here. So we'll hook up to that. We will switch over and get it off. There we are. And our bales then are on the trailer over this way. Around here. Yep. Hopefully I can get at these as well. Otherwise we're going to have to unstack the trailer a bit. But let's undo those. We'll undo that strap as well. That means the front ones are still strapped on. Yeah, we might have to get the trailer out of here, I think. I think I'm going to be hard pushed. Oh, no, we have got them off. Oh, ish. Yeah, if we go forwards. Yeah, there we go. Not the greatest way of going off, and I think we might have ripped the side of the bales, but we're going straight in for feeding, so that's not too much of a worry. This one will drop this down into our sheep feeding area, and then we'll take it straight away over to the cows. They've got a lot of food You can see actually there's a lot of food on the floor here with the sheep. Let's just drop that off. Wow, they took all of it. That's the first time the sheep have taken all of the food. That does bode well. Maybe we have some lambs. Maybe we have an increase in our sheep population. That is a entire possibility. Right, we'll get this into the cow feed then. And then we'll check on what status our cows and our sheep have. And if both are happy enough to get through to the next game day, where we know we've got a very wet day. So doing work with the animals is going to be something we do a lot the next game day. So cows have plenty of water, they got straw, they got hay and silage. Chickens could do with a little more wheat barley. But yeah, all our animals are at least in a position where they're okay. So we'll drop this off. And I think we'll head back up to the shop. And while we got the time, we'll go and grab ourselves a windrower so that we can get the field rowed up. The day is getting on and we need a windrower. Let's hop into here. And we do have one lined up. We have, again, the Swap Master 3521 Deutz-Fahr windrower here. But this is only... Wow, we can get it in the red. This is only 2,500, which is great. And in the red and the black looks brilliant. Single axis, double axis, Deutz or Vicon. Brilliant. We can get it in the Vicon. Absolutely perfect. So yeah, we can go with that. And I think I am gonna spend a little bit of extra money and go for the double axis version of it because I prefer that. But that is absolutely perfect. We will buy that, and that will get us exactly what we want. And being a Vicon look is much better, I think. I thought we were going to have an odd Deutz on here. We're not. We're going to have a Vicon one, which, considering, I really, really would have loved to have had some stuff off the new DLC on here. It's all too expensive for us to have on this little farm. We have we definitely have an issue with the amount of money we can spend. But that is perfect. A little Vicon windrower. We will go and use that. And let's get this back to the farm. And see if we've got some hay to start rowing up. And the answer to that is no, not really. We've got some hay. You can see it's beginning to dry in places. We've got a few bits and pieces where it's really on the cusp at the moment. I would guess a little bit longer, and we're gonna have some hay off here. And gonna have it running up. I don't know if we can use. We don't have a Wopster on here, but yes, we are getting some hay. So it won't be long now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this tractor here. We'll park it up, and we're gonna head over and grab this tractor, and go and grab ourselves the baler while we've got the time. So yeah, it's back up to the shop for the next piece of equipment. Final visit to the shop today. We seem to have spent an inordinate amount of time up here. This is our fourth visit, but we do have one more item to get, and that is under baling technology. So we need a fairly inexpensive baler. Normally my go-to for that would be this, the 250 Roach-Cut. Having issues with it at the moment. I was considering the Galini or Galani, but again, that's 40,000. That's a lot of money we'd have to borrow. So the one that's going to win out actually is this. It's the Simper Z230. It is, fairly basic, but it will do for what we want. We do have some design color choices that we can go with. Not massively. It might be good in the green. Oh, wow, that's purple. Or we could go for the all yellow. I think we might go for the all yellow. And we've got standard or wide tyres. So, yeah. So we need 20,000. We currently have 1,000. So, again, it's back to the bank for a loan. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are 440,000. I'm hoping we still got enough for the combine. Which we should have. I'm expecting that we will. Into the balers, and we are going to get it in just in the straight up yellow, I think. Whether it looks better with... Ah, no, that I like. So we're going to go with that. We're going to go with standard. We're not going to bother with the wide tyres. So let's buy that. Yes. And this does not have a big power requirement at all. This tractor is massive overkill for it. But we only have 2 tractors on the farm. So the plan, I think, is going to be to get the windrower going on course play. And for us to follow behind, picking up what we can behind it. If we have the hay by that point. What is it? It's 20 past 7 in the evening now. I can't seem to position myself. I'm going to go back further than I think I should. There we go. No! It does not connect. Why does its PTO not connect? Okay. This baler is balked. We can't connect. The PTO doesn't look like it connects. Unfortunately. There's not much I can do about that. I think it's because the PTO is too close to that. I don't want to borrow the extra money though. I wonder, let's get it back. See if it will connect up to our little Massey. We can always run the Tedder on this. But we may have to replace the baler. That would not be good. I've dropped the tractor and the baler off at the farm, but we don't have any hay in our field. Now this could be a problem. We have a very wet few days coming. I think what we're going to have is we're going to have to be up at sunrise next time to try and get this field rowed and baled. It's going to be a tough one. And it's a little bit of a cliffhanger, this one. Can we get this field rowed and baled before the rain arrives? There is only one way to find out. Be here for the next video. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.